Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my people, depending on where you are watching this video from. Guys, it's 2025 and Nigeria is still battling with professional strikes. Different professions going on strike. It's bad. In all honesty, it's bad to be honest. But something happened recently. Something happened 2 days ago because the Nigerian Union of Nurses they they're on strike. They're currently on strike. They gave the federal government the federal government 15 days ago. They gave them 15 days notice that they were going to go on strike if their demands were not met. The federal government did nothing, you understand, and the nurses went on strike. Now, this nursing profession is something that once they talk about going on strike, it a divide opinion. It a divide opinion. A lot of people are in support of it. A lot of people are not in support of it. You understand? So now they went on strike, and something happened. One of a particular nurse refused to go on strike. She came to work. You know, she came to work, and a lot of her colleagues, a lot of her colleagues were making jest of her. Calling her saboteur, insulting her, making videos of her. You understand? And the thing went viral. The video went viral, and people are saying a lot of things. It has divided opinion. A lot of people are in support of her. A lot of people are not in support of her. You get? People are saying that her colleagues are working, trying to make sure that things work out, like that the federal government listens to them and increase their pay, and make. I'll read out the demands. Don't worry. After the video, I'll read out the demands that the nurses gave the federal government. So this began to attract lots of things. So many people in the nursing industry were kind of against the woman. You understand? So many were against the woman, but the woman not care. Because if you ask me, I think as much as they're on strike, there should be somehow they will do this thing in the sense that not everybody will be going on strike. You understand? Because I'm saying this because I just experienced it recently. That particular day they went on strike. hmm, I had a friend. I made a video that I talked about it. I said I went to visit her. Someone visit somebody in the hospital at Navy. Now she had this appendix. What do they call it? She did appendix operation. So there was in Onitsha. There were complications. There were complications. They needed blood. They needed so many things. So we got everything. Now she went home. About 1 week later, she coughed, and that place she did appendix opened up. You understand? When the thing opened up, she was taken back to that hospital. But the hospital said now referred her to Newi that night. Now on getting to Newi that night, they were telling them that nurses are on strike. You can imagine somebody that is in tears, that is in pains. You understand, that needed urgent care. They were telling them that nurses are on strike. Nobody to take care of her. They now had to start running up and down looking for another hospital, another private hospital to go to. Now tell me if she had died, one. What if she had died? What if she had died? And now her case is appendix. What about those that theirs are more critical? Maybe people that were involved in accident. Maybe someone that's fire burnt. A lot of things. A lot of things. So it makes me wonder if they are going on this strike. What if? Okay, let's say for example now, these people that went on this strike now, and then they're on strike, and then one of them got home, and it happened that maybe something happened to one of their children. Something happened to one of their children, maybe an accident or a home accident. Something happened, and it involved taking that child to the hospital. They themselves personally, if they now carry their child and get to the hospital and find out that they, as in, see, they already, of course, they know they're on strike. What will they now do? What if that their child ends up dying? What would they have done? What would they know? What will they do? So this thing, it's more complicated than we think. You understand? But anyways, you guys will just tell me what you think. But before then, let me read out. Let me read out their demands. And mind you, this woman, when the video went viral, Iyanya offered to give her 500,000. Iyanya offered to pay her 500,000. He has actually paid it. This is the screenshot. Yeah, he has actually paid the 500,000 to the woman. He said that they should look for the woman for her. You understand? This is his tweet. He said, "Can someone find her for me? I want to give her 500k. She is not a health care worker for the money, but for human lives. Someone find her for me, please." So apparently they've gotten the woman, and he sent his money, 500,000 naira to the woman. So big ups to him. Big ups to him. Now let me read out this nurse's demands. Let's read it out together. Now he said, this is, I got this from Trending Explained. He said nurses is trending because Iyanya offered a nurse 500,000 for refusing to join the industrial 7 days strike over poor welfare and neglect by federal government. The nurses have 9 demands. Yet now, one, create consultant roles for nurses just like doctors. Two, a new scheme of service be implemented so that nurses can grow through transparent ranks, ending the who do you know era for promotions. This has been approved since 2016, but federal government has refused to implement. 3. Create a department of nursing in the Ministry of Health. 4. Centralized posting system for interns and graduates to reduce nepotism. 5. Same scheme of service in all states. 6. Increase shift and hazard allowances up to 35%. 7. Mass employment of nurses as they are understaffed. 8. Provide tools and equipment. 9. Include nurses in hospital boards and leadership so that they can have priority in final decisions and policies. General hospitals across the nation joined the strike, leaving patients stranded. In a trending video, a nurse was getting scolded by her colleagues for refusing to join the strike, yet caring for patients. While many thought it was sabotage, most Nigerians are now looking to donate for the woman. Iyanya led by dropping 500k for her. Those against her are saying she deserves more. She deserves more than 500k. That's why they are fighting for their rights, and Iyanya is only enabling bad leadership. NANNM began talks with federal government yesterday, and almost immediately news broke that they suspended the strike. They denied it via NANNM. The strike is set to last until August 5th. Fortunately now, they finally suspended the strike as they await federal government's response to promises, but reiterated it's just a suspension, not a total end. The strike came after initial 15-day warning on July 14th. Okay, so this is all the explanations, everything about why the nurses went on strike. You get, so I don't want to say much, but this thing still comes down to what I've always maintained, that for all these things to happen, our Nigerian constitution really needs to be revisited. But it will be very difficult because our politicians, those in power, those that are responsible, will not pass such bill. They will never do it because it will affect them. I've said it several times that one, Nigerian politicians, before you, there have to be a law, there have to be a bill that must be passed. hmm, That before you move into some sorts of positions in Nigeria, your children, your children must be schooling in Nigeria. Your children must school in Nigeria. You understand? That is one. Another one is that you must not travel out for medical care. Yes, you must not travel out for medical treatment. If these two things, most especially, is enshrined in the Constitution of Nigeria. Trust me, all our schools and all our hospitals will be standard. I'm telling you the simple truth. I'm telling you guys the simple truth. If this thing can work, like throughout, if you want to travel out for medical care, you must resign. You must resign your position. If not, your treatment must be your treatment must be in Nigeria. Let's start from there, and then we'll see how things will start turning up. Because I don't see why, if headache do politicians, they will travel out. They will travel out ASAP. Something that he was not doing before he went into politics. Now he's gone into politics. He just travels out and neglecting the hospitals because they themselves cannot walk into the hospital and ask for treatment. But if it's by force that they must use Nigerian hospitals, they will be forced to start equipping those hospitals. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that is something I've always been talking about. You are traveling to outside hospitals that their own politicians there use. Their own politicians, Trump now, once Trump is sick, he goes to the hospitals in the US and gets treatment. But when Nigeria's president is sick, he travels to another country. Is that thing not? Is it not? I don't understand. Is it not? It's somehow. I don't even know how to put it. The thing is somehow. A whole president of a country as big as Nigeria, somebody that is sitting on billions. Now tell me now, they recently approved 719 billion naira to renovate the Lagos State Hospital and Lagos State Airport. That's 709 billion naira. Do you know how many hospitals it will equip? I'm not as in it will build, it will even build so many hospitals, but of course there are already hospitals on there already. So there's no need to build again. What you just need to do is to go and buy the state of the art equipment, equipment, and do what and equip those hospitals so that every single sickness that person is battling with can be treated. But they won't do it. I don't know why they find it so difficult. I don't know why. I just the reason that thing. Why are they sabotaging their own system? Like, just equip your hospitals now. Make people they go hospital, they get their self. Una no go do one. But una go dey spend billions on things that are unnecessary. Yes, the Lagos State International Airport, yes, at least they need to renovate and somehow make it match international standards. But is it priority? Wike renovated ICC Center. Abeg, what is that ICC Center to the development of Nigeria? What is it to the develop compared to the development of critical areas like education and the hospitals? I just feel like these people are deliberate. There is more. There are things that they are not telling us. I just feel like there are things they are not telling us. Doesn't mean say their mind know they go all those places or their mind they go, but they don't just want to. Make people just dey kpai, make people just dey kpai. I don't know. But anyways, make I no go talk past people. What do you guys think, please? What do you think? This nurse will refuse to go on strike. Was she right not to go on strike? And at least, what do you think? Was she supposed to stay home? What if you, that you are supporting the strike wholeheartedly, like that everybody must go on strike? What if something happens to you or your loved ones and it means that you have to go to the hospital? Because that hospital you're talking about, a government hospital, not everybody can afford private hospitals. Private hospitals are more expensive. You understand? Government hospitals are less expensive. So that is why a lot of people troop into government hospitals. So if you can't go, you can't get issue, that has to do with your life. That if you don't get treatment in the next 31 hours, you might end up losing your life. What if you now get there and it happens that they're on strike? Before they can't transfer you, go another hospital. If you can't die, one go. Check it. So I feel in as much as the strike is necessary, as in the welfare of the nurses are necessary, I think there are other ways to go about this than in entirely shutting down the the system. You get maybe part strike. There will have to be some people down, not everybody. That is just my own suggestion. You understand? Because I almost lost a friend, and apart from me almost losing a friend, I've always felt like that for a very long time. You understand? But this one now came close to home, and it's making me like understand better. That is why I don't really talk about things I don't understand. If I don't understand certain things, I don't really talk about it because until you experience certain things, nah, that time you go fit talk. You get. So my people, let's have your thoughts in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, they're very important. Let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. You get. And share this video so that a lot of people will watch and learn. See you in my next video, guys. Peace and love.